But I noticed, I'm trying to cut down on salt, and what I noticed is the vegetables all have more salt. Sometimes steak tastes good. And you salt with the recipe or salt and preparation. This is fruit. I really cut down on salt just by increasing my fruit. Not giving up salt, just by eating more fruit.
That was actually a very valuable contribution, thank you. If a person is experiencing a salt addiction, that simply by increasing the fruit in their diet, they are automatically reducing their salt intake. Because there's few people who will bite into a banana and think, well, this needs some salt on it. Many people who, when faced with vegetables of any sort, feel a need to reach for the salt cellar. So I think that's a very valuable piece of advice. Increase your fruit and automatically that salt intake is going to be reduced. And the fat too.
I try to eat collard greens with no salt and no fat on them.
Yeah, the collard greens with no salt and no fat aren't quite as appealing, are they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you eat fruit, then you get some calories and you're cutting down on that salt. I thought about that today. I thought, well, I don't have to give up salt. I just increase the fruit and it makes me give up salt.
A lot of the people who tell me they love vegetables, couldn't live without all their vegetables, really find that A, what they like is salt and fat, and B, that if they try eating vegetables of their own, that it feels like grazing, it feels dry. And they don't really want to be eating dry food. You don't want to eat hay. We don't like hay.
I want my collard greens, but I'm not going to rely on it.
And we're not suggesting living without greens. In fact, we recommend enjoying the greens. But a lot of people find that as they eat more fruit, their own personal perceptions of what it is they like most shifts. And the things that they used to think that they loved, they find that, yeah, they like them, but it's not as strong a calling as it was. And without the salt, let's say you couldn't put any fat or any salt on any vegetables, how much more fruit would you eat? And how much less vegetables would you eat in reality? It would be a lot more fruit, because it's that much more satisfying. And then the shift starts to go. That's why I say play with it, experiment with it. A one-day experiment, a one-week experiment, a one-month experiment. Gee, I wonder what would happen if I actually just did eat whole, fresh, ripe, raw organic plants all day today. Every time you do it, it gets easier to do it. Every time you do it, your relationship with food changes, and your relationship with yourself changes, and your relationships all around shift because your awareness shifts. And if you commit to a week of saying, let me see what would happen if I just ate food the way it is, the way I buy it in the grocery store or at the produce market, the way it comes, I just eat it as is. What would happen? How much would your awareness change? Every time you do it, it will change, just like it changed when you started eating raw foods, or just like it changed when you went vegetarian or vegan, or all the other things that we've done to play with influencing the way we look at our foods. One of the biggest things that changed the way I looked at food was the day I sold my stove. All of a sudden I looked at food completely differently. And then I embraced the new way that I looked at food, and that changed it again.